Alright, I'm gonna go with that.
Rolling.
So here they are, Laura. So it's the next day. It ended up late when we were looking at stuff last night. We found a bunch of nice things though. Check them out. It's actually a pretty good haul we've got. A bit of variety here. I was looking for something like that, some sort of ferny style things. I'm excited about this guy. It's a fun little jade tree. It'll probably make a nice bonsai once we clear it up. As you can see, it's pretty dry, but it's not dead yet. It's got some nice new shoots here and there. It looks like it's a couple of years old. It's worth saving. It's not dead, it just needs some help. We'll clear out all the dead stuff and have a look at the roots and see what else it needs. Now that we can see what we're working with, it's actually looking pretty good. I love the style of the trunk. I'm gonna probably try and bring it down slowly. Anyway, that's ahead of the point. We'll get into the roots right now and see how they look. So we've got all the roots exposed. They're actually looking really nice. There's some really thick ones in here. It looks like it was basically just limited by the pot. And actually there's something here. This may be a weed. It's really dead as well. Might have just been that this one choked it out before the owner noticed. So nothing really wrong with this, just needs some repotting. And because I love bonsais and I want this to probably shorten up a little bit, I'm actually going to trim its thick roots. It always looks like shit, I hate doing it too, but it's worth doing because you'll get yourself a nicer, more compact plant. And eventually you can put it into a shallow pot like bonsais really love to be. And you can actually tell there's not that much actual thin roots coming off them anyway, so they're just wasting resources. Some of these are dead. You can kind of tell because when you scratch them, they don't turn green inside, they're just dead all the way through. So it's worth probably trimming some of those out as well. I'm a little curious what this is and whether we could get it to start growing again. But I don't think I want it in this pot, so we're taking it out. Once you've taken all the soil away, it's normally relatively easy to just separate the plants out. And it'll also get rid of a lot of root mass in here for us. There we are, that's potentially the weed that killed this, almost killed this. Got it thrown out on the curb anyway. A beautiful little jade bonsai that we're gonna make. It's kind of cute. It looks like a bit of a jade forest in here. I reckon we'll try and arrange the trunks a little bit. So I've got a bit of a mix of dirt here that should help this guy rehydrate itself and promote a lot of new growth in the roots because it's in need of that. It's basically equal parts crappy composted bark dirt from Bunnings and some more slightly better potting mix, and then has some perlite mixed into it. That's going to be like our base for this guy, and what we'll pack around the roots is something that'll help promote, like keep them moist as we need it. So it's got some vermiculite in it, and it doesn't have any of the cheap compost, and we've wet it down quite a little bit as you can see. So I'll basically start by putting some of the cheaper dirt, get it in the pot, form a base, and we'll pack around the good stuff and then get it all ready to go. It's good to spray down your roots a little bit, especially if it's been looking pretty dry in its pot like we had, just to help it feel like you love it. Tell it it's pretty while you're at it, don't forget that. We'll try and pack this dirt in and around as much of the roots and underneath as we can. The more contact you have on the roots with this moist mix with vermiculite and all the goodness, the better it'll grow. Honestly, don't worry too much at this stage about how it looks. You are gonna probably want to repot it at some point. Or I mean, I'm gonna anyway. I'm gonna make this a bonsai like I said. So I'll chuck it in a smaller pot, probably in a couple of months. We'll keep you guys posted on how it's looking, along with the rest of the plants. Because it's hard to tell what's going on with them initially. I may still kill this plant yet, but at least we tried, right? It was gonna go to landfill. This beautiful pot was gonna get crushed in the back of a garbage truck. Now it's not. Now we get to have a plant out the front of our house. Pretend we're fancy like the neighbors. And we all know that's what life's about. So there, she's basically done. We're just gonna, I'm gonna repot the other ones. We're going to water this one down and it's gonna be good. 2 weeks, maybe something like that. And we'll see you then. It's always good to get dirty. Holy shit. That's crazy. Wow. here they all are in pots. They're looking kind of happy. I think they're gonna do okay. So a few of them were root bound, just there was too much of them in one pot. These guys and these guys, so we just separated them out into a few pots each. They should have a chance to grow. I think I will maybe repot them again, they need more separating. The roots are just absolutely smashed together still. We ended up looking up on the internet what some of these were. Apparently they're not weeds. We thought we were rescuing weeds, these ones here. But, and maybe this one, I don't even know still. I guess we'll just let them grow and we'll see. But apparently the internet says they're actually something cute. I'm not sure, but I think it could be weeds. I hope this isn't weed rescue now. Yeah. Yeah, this guy will make a nice little bonsai, so it trimmed it a bit shorter to try and promote some new growth. I've actually got some grass for the terrarium, which will be nice. We'll put that in another episode soon. And these guys are very pretty. Variegated plants are pretty popular here. And I just like the color of this one. So we'll get them all in place, give them a nice water, and we'll get back to you in a little while to see how they're all growing.